Hello, it's IELTS with me, Toriel, and today I'm going to show you how to use the essential IELTS vocabulary topic, and our topic today is about education and schooling. Actually, this topic includes issues regarding teaching methods and resources, approaches to exams and testing, school management, pupil motivation, behavior and discipline, school sport, extracurricular activities, and higher or further education and course funding, course fees. We provided the essential vocabularies here, and we will focus on each one of them and explain them in example. Curriculum, pedagogical experts, syllabus, formal examinations, continuous assessment, academic achievement, further education, higher education, group work, teacher-led lessons, autonomous learning, study skills, to synthesize sources, rote learning, to supplement, to assimilate knowledge, guided learning, data gathering, distance learning, self-study, to discriminate between sources, to sift information, to marshal facts, an integral part of this syllabus, to work or study under supervision. Let's start with curriculum, means the full range of subjects offered by a school or a group of the schools from universities as well. The curriculum in private schools is sometimes wider than in state schools because they have more resources, okay? Actually, it's their advantages. Pedagogical experts in education and teaching. I admire pedagogical pioneers as the Victorian English thinkers who began free schools for all children, right? Pedagogical pioneers, pedagogical skills experts, right? That's important. Syllabus, the content of elements taught in a specific subject. The syllabus for geography at my school comprises volcanoes, earthquakes, and tidal waves, which we found fascinating, interesting. Formal examinations, exams where students answer set written or spoken questions without assistance, without help. Formal examinations are the only effective way to assess a student's performance, for example. We have examples for formal assessment. Aptitude tests are used to assess a student's cognitive abilities, okay? Graded grades are used to assess a student's progress. Tests are used to assess whether the student has understood content taught or not. Standardized tests are highly predictable and reliable and can be used for student placement. Essays and projects can be used to assess a student understanding of topics. Continuous assessment Given means giving a student marks for coursework or projects rather than formal exams. For example, at my school, our grades were based 50-50 on formal examinations and continuous assessment, which we thought was very fair to all children. Another vocabulary is very useful vocabulary, academic achievement, all right? Professional achievement, the measurable performance of a student in marks, exam results, and etc. For example, in my country, children enjoy school, but academic achievement is frankly pretty quite low. Further education after leaving school at the minimum age. Some governments encourage further education by allowing teenagers to claim benefits while they study. Higher education means education after age 18 at college or university, usually for a degree, master degree, PhD degree, postdoc, and etc. When I pass IELTS, I plan to go on to higher education in Canada and do a degree in engineering and do a master degree in engineering after doing my bachelor, right? Group work study where pupils discuss and agree a project together. For example, personally, I think that group work enables lazy children to do less work than the eager ones. Teacher-led lessons. An important vocabulary, right? Phrases. Traditional lessons where the teacher delivers a long talk and the students take notes. There is no interaction, right? In my country, lessons are still very teacher-led and interaction is rather limited. Disadvantage, right? Autonomous learning, when a student learns through independent study and research. Autonomous learning. At university, you are expected to be an autonomous learner for far more than at high school, which is quite exciting for me, as well as it's really difficult. Study skills, the skills of organizing, using, and checking study work. My study skills were rather weak until I read an excellent book by a Japanese pedagogical expert. Good example. To synthesize sources, to use a variety of sources and combine them in one project. For example, I use the internet to synthesize my sources, and I always cite, point out, demonstrate the origin of the information. Its verb form is to cite sources, mean to acknowledge it publicly, right? Rote learning by repetition and memorizing items. I used to think that rote learning was a negative approach, negative way, but my recent experiences teaching in a South African school have changed my view, my opinion, my idea. To supplement, to add an extra content or material. My supervisor said that I should supplement my essay with more examples of experiences to add them. To assimilate knowledge, to absorb and understand it. I always use a dictionary when I study in English to help me assimilate new phrases, to absorb them and use them. Guided learning under the supervision of a teacher. Lessons in primary schools should always contain guided learning, otherwise the children will lose focus. Data gathering means collecting information, usually in numerical forms. Mobile phone companies employ many people in data gathering tasks to see how users are using the phones and internet. Distance learning by the internet or email rather than face-to-face. My mother took an entire degree by distance learning over a period of 5 years. In the time of COVID-19, right? It was common, it was general. Self-study, study using a course without a teacher's involvement. For example, there are many self-study guides to improving your English, and some of them are actually quite good. They have good quality. To discriminate between sources, to decide whether one source is better or more reliable than another source. It's important, for example, children should not study using unsupervised internet access because they can't discriminate, they can't decide between the sources of information they find. You can use it in writing tasks, speaking and writing, right? To sift information, to remove unwanted or less useful information. I had to sift hundreds of pages of data gathering data to arrive at my conclusions when I did my thesis, my PhD thesis, my master thesis. To marshal facts, to organize facts, and in a support of an idea. In IELTS essays, you should marshal a few facts to support each idea in the argument. An integral part of the syllabus, essential, central, or indispensable. Nutrition is an integral part of food sciences these days, currently. To work or study under supervision, under the direction of a responsible person, your supervisor. Responsible person here is your supervisor. At college, at school, I discovered I did not have to work under supervision all the time, and I was free to do independent research. I really hope that you enjoyed this lesson. Actually, I finished part 1 in topic 2. And thanks for watching, and see you soon in another video in part 2. In another IELTS with me tutorial. Please don't hesitate to check them out, and please like my video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the bell, and see you soon. Bye.